How's it going, everyone? Sethphir here, and welcome back to another Tower of Fantasy video. Don't mind this guy behind me. He kept asking me for change, but man is he relentless. Anyways, we got some important stuff to talk about. We have a lot of new endgame activities, and the guide will be evolving itself, just like a Pokemon. So let's go ahead and talk about the important stuff first. Artificial Island is finally out. The base is available to explore as well as the open world, and that may be a little bit confusing. So there are two types of artificial islands. There is the base or the single player version, which is your own isolated town from the world, and then the open world area, which is a lot bigger and involves other players as well as channels, so that you can team up for world bosses and a lot of other cool stuff like that. So with those out of the way, it will be a little bit odd, as we said, so I'll show you how to get each of those. So for getting to the open world, you will simply just open up your map, and you can hit the artificial island over here, and you can teleport to the waypoint or the little airship thing if you've already went to Bangi's. So you will head to Bangi's dock and take the airship, and then you will fly over here to Artificial Island, and that will put you on the island. And when you arrive here, you're going to be a little bit confused, right? You're going to be like, well, where's the base? Like, what's happening here? So when you arrive on Artificial Island, you're going to be in the open world. So to get to the base, you will simply just hit escape or whatever gets you to this menu, go to the build area, and then hit go. And once you do that, you will be teleported to the island where you have your own instance. And this is going to be very important. There are a lot of things to talk about with the island. If you haven't already, I recommend you check out my guide, which will cover a lot of details about the island and get you set up into a nice position. And I will also have an advanced guide coming today, including all the fine details of what's happening, so be sure to be on the lookout for that. But the TLDR of what you need to know about this island is today your main base should be level 4, and your housing stations, your resource generating stations, should be level 3. So that's the goal. Every single one of these should be level 3, and the main base at level 4. Do not buy anything in the shop. And we'll talk about why that is necessary later, but trust me on this one, just do this. Okay, and then we have the other area, which is going to be the open world. So let's go ahead and check that out. All right, here we are back in the open world, and as you can see, there are players in the environment behind me, which is super cool because we have channels so you can go around and explore. There are tons of things ranging from teleports to gold nucleus, red nucleus, black nucleus. There's a lot of things hidden on the map, and even some passwords and puzzles to find, so it's definitely going to be really fun. I am actually holding everything on this island so that I could do a special stream at 1 p.m. EST on YouTube Live today. So shortly after this video releases, you will see me explore the artificial island for the first time. So we're going to go around and collect all the waypoints. We're going to start solving puzzles, and there are 2 world bosses on the map. There is a giant frog, and there is also a flying dragon in the sky, which usually tends to be all the way at the top of every little tower here. And this is going to be the one that you want to aim for. The Frostfire Dragon is definitely a good boss to use your gold ciphers on because he has very high drop rates for SSRs as well as severe matrixy, which is absolutely massive. So that's going to be super fun. Make sure to check out that YouTube live stream. We'll be doing it at 1 p.m. and we'll also be streaming on Twitch later on in the day at 5:30 p.m. EST. So make sure to check out both of those. Okay, now let's go ahead and move on. We do have a new limited character in the game, and that is going to be Claudia. Claudia is the most recent SSR character. She is a very powerful character, and in my opinion, I think she is strong for free-to-play players because at 1 star, she gets a lot of value. I think she's also really good in the higher star versions, where she can turn into a carry with her hard-hitting abilities, and her matrixy is pretty powerful. It did receive a massive change from the Chinese version, so instead of doing like 50% total damage on the discharge, it does 126, which is a lot. So I'm gonna further test this, and I'll let you guys know if it's worth down the line, but I can definitely think that at least 1 copy of Claudia for PvP will be great, and if you can get 1 star, it could be a powerful addition to any free-to-play team because you can buff up your damage quite a lot. So with Claudia in the game now, that is awesome. Frigg will be running for a little bit of time alongside of the Claudia banner, so keep in mind that that will still be there. But we also have a lot of important in-game activities. So let's go ahead and talk about what's new in the in-game. So there is a new Bygone Phantasm, and you may not have noticed this. Even a lot of people, I'm sure, watching this video will be like, wait, what? There's a new Bygone? Yeah, there is. Over here, when you go to the Bygone Phantasm, on the left side, you will see the Sequential Phantasm. And the Sequential Phantasm is basically a challenge mode for Bygone. You get rewards on the side, so you can scroll through and see what they are, but they range from like Matrix pools, Gold Nucleus, Weapon Augment boxes, golden dust, and a bunch of other good stuff like resources to upgrade your gear. So you're going to want to check this one out. There's also a leaderboard for it, so you can see how well people are doing in the challenges. And the challenges are quite crazy. Like, they'll have conditions like you need to use certain elements, and there's like a timer. You're going to take damage equal to your max life percentage constantly. So there's going to be challenges where you're going to have to think about what kind of weapons you're using, and then go ahead and equip a custom kit designed to beat that level. And they have banned relics inside of it too, so it's very interesting to see what all is going on here. I definitely love this sort of challenge, and an additional leaderboard, which is always welcome, so this is definitely super fun. Let me know what you think about the Sequential Phantasm down below. I'm curious what your thoughts are, and if you enjoy these type of special challenges. Next, after that, we are going to talk about a new in-game content also added to the game, and that is going to be raids. So we're going to go head over to the challenge section and check out the raids. Raids are now available. The first one is going to be the mid-level control room, which will have the Scarlet Apophis boss. You are going to get 1,200 gold dust if you complete this raid, and raids will be resetting per week, I believe, so this is really nice to see. You can get the sort of timer of everything at the top if you want to look at it, but yeah, it looks like it's Monday 5 a.m. right alongside of everything, so it's very strong to do this. You go in with a team. We beat it with a bunch of people in our crew. We had like 1 or 2 whales, a bunch of free to play. It's not that hard, actually. It's 36,000 CS required, level 60 required, so as long as you have an okay group, you should be alright. Now, with that out of the way, we will have a new raid coming at level 66. So it's going to be quite a while until we obtain level 66, but just keep in mind that is happening, so you may want to prepare for that in the future. And these raids do get harder and harder. Right now, we just have a single boss where you smack him down and he dies, but later you're going to have 2 bosses and you have to kill them at the same time, and there's all kinds of raid mechanics, and it definitely gets really fun. So that's something really nice to check out, so make sure you look forward to that one. Grab your friends, grab your crewmates, and join the 8-player in-game content. Now, with the raids covered, we are going to talk about some cool little offers within the game. If you head up to the little present icon, there is a Discord Nitro free claim available within Tower of Fantasy right now. So if you want that, go ahead and click on it. You also get an avatar pack specific for Tower of Fantasy if you are a Nitro member. So hey, everybody gets a little something for free. This is a pretty good goodie bag here to grab, and definitely awesome to see Discord collaborating with TOF. So with that covered, we're going to talk about the Aida Cafe event, because that is going to be the next one in here. So when you click on this icon, you're going to be tasked to create food for certain characters within the game, and they have preferences on what they want. I believe there's some details on there about how to min-max this and get the maximum amount of points. I'll be making a guide later covering it fully in detail, but just keep in mind that it is a fun event that you can do, and there are a lot of really good rewards that you can kind of get and earn based on your points, so you can go ahead and scout through and see what you want. But there's a lot of red Nucleus, matrix orders, some banners, 10 SSR relics, and a bunch of other good stuff, including a title, which is rare. We don't see titles given out that often. So this is going to run for about 14 days total. So it's going to be something that you're going to want to keep up and make sure you're doing daily. So with the Aida Cafe event out of the way, I also want to make you aware that we have a lot of bundles within the store. So if you head to the limited gift pack section and just, free-to-play players, look away. Look, avert your eyes. Look away. There are a bunch of timed bundles, and there are a few particularly good ones, like this Ultra Giga Omega Pack. Oh my gosh, man. 40 rolls. So if you ever were planning to get some rolls in the future, these bundles are really good. They're going to be available for quite some time, so I would definitely check out that. There is one that expires faster than the others, and that's going to be this one, the 15 red nucleus for 1280 tanium. So keep that in mind, because these are good options. They're going to give you quite a bit of value, so this is probably the best bang for your buck if you're looking for that. So with the bundles out of the way, we also have 2 new vehicles in the game. The 2 new vehicles will be listed in the vehicle tab down at the bottom, but we have the Aida Knight, which comes with the new battle pass, which will be releasing in 5 days once this one expires. So if you haven't capped your battle pass already, just make sure you're doing your weeklies and you're working towards that goal, because getting those rewards will definitely help you. And then we have the Crimson Meteor, which is in the Artificial Island shop. It's very expensive, and it will be a long time before you earn enough materials to collect this mount. This is like a super Endgame, like, oh my gosh, this guy has the Crimson Meteor mount, like, I can't believe he farmed that many materials type deal. So that's definitely something really nice to look forward to. Then, following that, we also have the Runes. The Runes has a new challenge available, so if you head there, you will be able to do C03 on hard mode. It is now here, but I've been saving a few of my runes. I'm going to wait until level 65 and see what happens. If the XP goes up a lot and maybe use it towards that area, I would recommend you do the same. No harm in waiting a few more days. With the runes covered, I will want to say that leveling will be pretty easy. We now have the new level cap of 64, and when we get 65 here in a couple days, I believe it's on Sunday, you're going to have a massive power spike, and with that power spike is going to come a huge warning, because weapon materials are going to be needed. When you hit level 65, you're going to be able to upgrade again, and it costs 11 of the tier 2 weapon materials for each quality to go ahead and upgrade each of your weapons, so that's times 3, so you're going to need 33 of each tier 2 material. So if you haven't saved up and you're not stocking up, go ahead and start that process now, because you're going to definitely need it on Sunday, which is going to be a prime time to start wrapping up your final push for the Bygone Phantasm and all your weekly activities. So make sure you're capitalizing and well prepared for that event. So with that being said, level 65 will probably bring a higher XP cap. I think for now we will be okay, because like we said, we have until Sunday. You're probably going to average 1/3 of a level bar every day, which is going to be super easy, but probably even more since we have so many activities to do on the Artificial Island and so many new endgame activities, including the raid and the Sequential Phantasm. All this stuff is going to add up, and you're going to see a massive increase in XP. So the days of worrying about EXP are over for now. We'll see what happens at 65, but I'll definitely keep you updated on that. And now that we have all this out of the way, normally we put in the speedrun daily checklist and the extra daily checklist, but as we said, the guide is evolving. So we are going to just put those down in the comments down below in a text-based format, so if you want to check those out, feel free to do so. Okay, that's going to be it for this video. I appreciate you guys sticking with this daily guide series. Day 37 here is going to be fantastic. And thanks everyone who's been supporting since day 1. I definitely appreciate that. Make sure to check out the YouTube stream at 1 p.m. EST today, and the Twitch stream at 5:30 p.m. EST. We have tons of good stuff, including the new subscriber button that we earned for being an affiliate on Twitch, which is fantastic, and we're working towards that partnership goal, so a lot of good stuff in there. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you enjoyed this content or found this video useful, and we will see you in the next one.